Welcome to the second class of our chakra series. As you make your way up the path from the root chakra, you enter the sacral chakra zone, and this is all about tuning into your creativity, and that is expressed in so many different ways. This class is about opening you up to this innate creatorship that you have inside of you. And we'll just do a really flowy, hip opening class so that the creator within all of us gets a little bit of a chance to shine more brightly. So to start out, let's lie down on our backs, bringing our feet together and knees out wide. You don't need anything for this class, but blocks could be helpful to place underneath, right above your knees, just to give you a little more support. You'll begin to lie all the way down, finding a flat spine. And from this space, we begin to tune in. Place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. The sacral chakra is located right below the navel. And we just tune into this space. We tune into our breath. We scan through the body. How are you feeling in this moment? Without judgment, taking a lens of observation. Noticing if there's anywhere you can unclench through the breath. Anywhere you can allow the energy to flow a little more freely. Starting to inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale deeply through the mouth. 2 more times like that. Inhale for the count of 4. Exhale for the count of 4. Hold at the bottom for 4. Inhale for 4. Hold it at the top for 4. Exhale, letting it go. Hold at the bottom. Take 3 more rounds of this box breathing, just settling into your body, settling into this space. See if your mind is wandering, if you can draw it back to the sounds of the inhales and the sounds of the exhales, maybe even counting that breath. And once you have completed those rounds, gently set your arms out to the side and set an intention for this practice. I flow with ease is coming to me, but whatever your intention is, just setting that, and once you have it, gently start to close your knees like a book. Bring your feet out the width of your mat. Bring your knees together. Bring your shoulder blades in a little closer to one another. And take a breath here. Bring your arms to a cactus shape, opening up through the heart space, and begin to rock your legs side to side. So we start out gentle. We start out just warming everything up. Gently allow the legs to fall over to the left side. Once they're there, keep them there. Bring the left ankle on top of the right knee. Hold here. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Keeping that left ankle where it is, we're bringing the knees into the chest, coming into a figure 4 pose. So if you want less, you keep that right foot down and just send some breath here. If you're feeling open through the hips, bring that right knee into a tabletop pose. You can find stillness here or rock a little side to side. I encourage you to soften through the jaw. And I encourage you to take what you need in this practice. 2 more deep breaths here. Gently begin to release the grip of the fingers. If you have it, hug the knees into your chest. This chakra is about loving yourself as well, a theme within every yoga practice. So giving yourself a big hug, some love, and then bringing the arms out long behind you, legs out long. We're just taking a full body stretch here. And then as you exhale, hug everything in. Inhale, bring it out long. Maybe hovering the ankles, hovering through the wrists. Exhale, hug everything in. Last time, inhale long. Exhale, hug. This hug staying here for a moment, rock side to side. Allow the feet to plant down. Arms come to a cactus shape. Heart is open, legs fall to the right. Take a moment here. Or if you did so on the other side, bring that right ankle on top of the left knee. Send some breath. Maybe imagine the breath entering the low abdomen. Maybe imagine the breath entering the lower part of the belly, filling it up. And gently bringing the legs into center, staying here with that left foot planted, or bring the left knee into the chest, interlace the fingers. Take what you need. We're slowing it down. We're giving the body a chance to find this innate equilibrium that we can all access by just slowing down. And then gently, you'll release that cross. You'll hug the knees into the chest. And then you'll begin to take one knee with each hand. And you're going to bring the knees out into some circles, bringing them out, in and around, out, in and around. We're really opening up through the hips, which stores a lot of energy, a lot of emotion. And just allow whatever wants to come up, to flow through your body. 2 more deep breaths here. And then gently keep those knees into the chest. You're going to rock forward and back or roll off to one side. If this doesn't feel okay on the back, we're taking 3 rock and rolls until we meet in a seated posture. And from the seated posture, your spine will come along. And just take a big breath in here. Reach the arms above the head. Big breath out. Bring the hands into heart center. Bring one hand over heart, one hand over belly. And just connect with yourself here. Connect with the inhales. Connect with the exhales. Feeling length and feeling rooting. Gently reach those arms back above the head. Looking up, reaching up, and as you exhale, fold forward. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, walk the hands over to the right side. Maybe you take your left wrist over the right hand. I'm mirroring here, so it should look the same. Release the jaw, release the head and neck. Feel into this hip opening. Gently inhale to center. And as you exhale, walk it over to the other side. Maybe right wrist over left hand. Breathing deeply here. Gently bring it back to the center. Lengthen, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Bring your hands back into the knees. Sitting up tall here. Gently, you'll just lift those arms up and switch the cross of the legs. Reach those arms up high and exhale, fold forward. So if the mind is wandering around in different directions, just bring it back to the present moment and bring it back to sensations you're feeling in your body. Maybe to a sense of gratitude to be able to move your body this morning or night, afternoon. Gently walk the hands over to the right side. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Fold a little deeper. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. And as you exhale, just walk your way back up to sit up tall, lifting up through the spine. We'll bring the hands down in front of us to come into a tabletop pose. So from this tabletop pose, you'll begin to engage through the core, and as you inhale, lower through the belly, lift through the heart space. Exhale, round and curl. Cat-cow pose really signals to our nervous system that we're safe. You are safe here to move expressively through your body. We'll start to take some big circles with the hips and take this into any bear pose variation, but through this sacral chakra class, we add elements of goddess flow, just really moving fluidly with the body, getting things flowing, moving. This chakra is connected to the water element. From the top, you'll switch the direction of those circles. And then you'll come into the center and take any movements that feel good. I'm going to face my fingertips toward my knees and just rock a little forward and back. And then come into the center. We'll stay here. We'll gently begin to send the hips back to the heels. We're just staying here for a moment and then rolling back into a tabletop. As you inhale, belly drops, heart lifts, hips go back, child's pose. As you exhale, round through a cat pose, tabletop. Use the breath to guide this movement. We have 2 more. Next time your hips are back to your heels, you'll stay here and you'll find a seat. Taking a big breath in, big breath out, let it go. You'll take your right hand and bring it behind your right foot. Left hand goes in front of you and then reaches up, hips lift up high. As you exhale, bring the hips low. Left hand sweeps out in front of you and then behind left foot, right arm reaches up high. I'm getting some cracks in here. We'll take 1 more on each side. Bring that arm over in front, reach the arms up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift it up. Last one on each side. Bring that arm forward and back. Reach up and allow this movement to be as fluid as you'd like. Reach and then come back into the center. Lift your arms up high. Exhale, tabletop pose. Tuck toes under. Lift hips up high. Downward facing dog. So take a moment to pedal it out here. First down dog of the practice, and find this creativity in this downward facing dog. So even if you've been here before, maybe it's one of the first times, we're always approaching our practice with a sense of newness. You'll inhale and reach your right leg up high. And as you exhale, bend through the knee, circle out through the hip. Reach leg up high, and as you exhale, bring that right foot to the outside of the right hand, lower left knee down. So taking this lizard's lunge pose, staying up high on the hands, or you could put a block underneath the hands here. We're just rocking a little forward and back, breathing in to those tight spots, sending them love. Forward and back one more time. Next time you're forward, you'll stay here. You'll tuck the back toes under and then crawl your hands into the center of the mat. We're coming into a Skandasana pose. So right knee is bent, left leg is straight. You can come down as I'm showing here, or you can stay up a little higher. Might be more supportive for the low back. And we stay here for a big breath in and a big breath out. One more time, big breath in. You can keep the hands by the heart if you want. Big breath out. Gently you'll start to bend through your left knee, taking this to the other side. Taking big inhale, big exhale. Maybe coming up, playing around with a different variation. Inhaling, exhaling, relaxing through the jaw. We'll bring the hands to the inside of the left leg. Come into a lizard's lunge here. So both hands are to the inside of the left foot. Right knee is lowered. Chest is lifted up. And as you exhale, you just begin to straighten through that left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Next time that left knee is bent, you'll tuck the right toes under, plant into both of your hands, lift that left leg up to the sky, and as you exhale, bend through the knee, circle out through the hip. And then gently place the leg down, meeting in a downward facing dog here. We have 3 rounds of breath before adding on, so maybe you lower the knees down and you take a moment to rest in a seat or in a child's pose, in whatever pose feels like a resting pose to you right now. One more deep round of breath. And if you're not there already, like me, we'll all meet in downward facing dog. From here, pedaling it out, shaking it out, maybe bouncing a little. It's really about just getting energy moving. Inhale, reach right leg up high. Exhale, bend through the knee, circle out through the hip. And then reach that leg up high again. As you exhale, draw the knee into the nose. Step the foot all the way through. Back foot, left foot comes to plant in parallel, horizontally to the mat, and we're opening up to warrior two. So in this warrior two, right knee is bent, you're looking to right fingertips, and you're standing really strong here. As you inhale, you reach forward, and as you exhale, you reverse the warrior. Reach back forward to warrior two, and then you'll begin to straighten out through that right leg. Bring both heels in, toes out, and then gently you'll start to face your left toes forward, coming into a warrior two on this side. Bending deeply through left knee, reaching forward with the hands. Super strong and grounded through the feet, lifted through the torso. Tucking tailbone slightly in, engaging through the core. And then you'll straighten out through that left leg, reach the arms up high. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. So I'm just going to face this way. You can see here, bringing hands into the heart. We're lifted up into this star pose. And as you exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Releasing the head, releasing the neck. And really imagine just the weight of the head melting into the earth. The weight of the thoughts. Let everything go here for a moment. And gently you'll start to roll your way up to standing tall. Reach arms above the head. As you exhale, bend through the knees. Tuck your tailbone in. Engage through the core. Bring your hand to the inner thighs and dip right shoulder. Left shoulder. Feel that release. And then you will begin to come into the center, but keep the hips low. Find some lightness through the arms. Tuck tailbone in. Bring hands to heart center. We are meeting in a goddess squat and bouncing up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand tall, reach tall. Arms are lifted. And as you exhale, hands come to heart center. Bring the feet into one another. It's about hips width distance. You'll take a moment of pause here. Feel yourself rooted, grounded. Thank yourself for taking this moment. Then reach the arms up above the head. Exhale, fold forward, leading with the heart. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, or exhale, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plank pose. Hold it here. You can take a vinyasa if you'd like, or send it straight back, downward facing dog. From here, inhale, reach right leg up high. And as you exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow, lower into half pigeon pose. So if this is too much, you can take figure 4 like we did in the beginning of class on your back, or you can stay here. Heart is lifted and strong. Hips are softening, and we gently begin to crawl the arms forward. You can come to forearms. You can come to your forehead. You can bring the elbows to the mat and bring the palms to the nape of the neck. Deep breaths here, releasing through the hips. We have 5 rounds of breath. Gently bring the arms down. Crawl your way back up to that half pigeon pose. Tuck your back toes under, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Maybe you pedal it out. When you're ready, reach that left leg up high. And as you exhale, bring left knee to left elbow, half pigeon pose. Lift your heart space up. And exhale, come down. 2 forearms, 2 forehead, maybe 2 elbows, the nape of the neck. Just breathing here, letting some tension go. Maybe imagining an orange color in your hip space, softening through every breath. Two more deep breaths. Gently roll off onto your left hip. Bring your legs out in front of you. Maybe shaking it out slightly. Allowing the blood to come back to the body. Reach your arms out in front of you and as slowly as possible, lower it down to your back. Shavasana pose. Final resting pose. Take any last movements you need. And then just settle into a space of relaxation, of stillness, of receptivity. Let it all go here. And stay here as long as you have the time and space. This is where I will sign off and say namaste. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.